An unhinged PlayStation fanboy started a petition to make Starfield a PS5 exclusive. Now get ready to go get your brains fried.
For over a decade, Bethesda games have been released on PlayStation. They perform better on PlayStation, run better, and sell better. Xbox and specifically Phil Spencer have no business taking them away.
Shut up, bitch!
First, Xbox exclusivity would not only hurt PlayStation, but also the player base. When a major game like Starfield is only available on Xbox, it limits the player count of the game and stifles the amount of players PlayStation has. This means that now Microsoft can charge higher prices because they don't have competition and take away players from Sony. We cannot allow this.
Nothing about this makes sense!
What I want to know is, why do you have a problem with Xbox taking games away, but you don't have a problem with Sony taking games away from everybody else? Final Fantasy 16, for example. Sony doesn't own Square Enix, but they threw money at Square to make it exclusive to the PS5. So if Xbox exclusivity hurts PlayStation, then by the same token, PlayStation exclusivity hurts everybody who isn't on PlayStation. Also, you mentioned Xbox increasing prices, but if I remember correctly, it was Sony who started the $70 game trend. In addition to that, I also remember them being the first ones to raise the price of their consoles. A good chunk of these arguments you made could ironically apply to PlayStation as well.
Second, Xbox and its 12 dedicated players do not deserve Starfield or any exclusivity. Not only are they arrogant and annoying, but since the showcase they have been irritating. They keep sharing Starfield news telling us to get an Xbox, like if they didn't complain about Spider-Man or Ghost of Tsushima, or any of the PS titles themselves.
Boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Why does, quote, Xbox and its 12 dedicated players not deserve exclusivity? I don't get it. Ironically, you're being the annoying and arrogant one. And on the topic of Xbox, haven't you PlayStation fanboys been telling me and other PC gamers to get a PlayStation and stop port begging? Hilariously, I like how you not only talk about exclusivity, but in the same paragraph, you complain about Xbox players wanting your exclusives. You can't have it both ways. Either exclusivity is good and it stays, or advocate for all exclusives to go to every other platform.
Third, exclusivity is not good for Starfield itself. The matter is simple. If it releases on Xbox, it's a bad game. Go look at Redfall or Halo Infinite as examples. If it releases on PlayStation, there's a 90% chance that it's a good game. There's no other way around it. Anyone who says otherwise is deceiving you and is the reason the gaming industry has such low standards today. Unless you want to see Starfield fail, you need to have it on PlayStation.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Okay, first and foremost, a bad game is a bad game no matter what platform it releases on. If you think Starfield is bad because it's an Xbox exclusive, I don't know what to think besides,
You're an idiot.
you do realize the game isn't going to magically become better if it becomes a PlayStation exclusive, right? In addition to that, the reason why the gaming industry has low standards is because of fanboys like you. You literally created a petition to get a game taken away from other people and made exclusive to your platform. Psychotic fanboys like you are the problem, not everybody else.
30 FPS lock is just the tip of the iceberg. Switch the roles here. If PlayStation had it as an exclusive, do you honestly believe they would allow it to run so poorly on the console?
Yes.
No! They would shame Todd Howard into properly optimizing it. Not only software related, but its hardware as well. While it could run at 60 FPS on the Series X, Microsoft has to allow it to run that poorly thanks to the inferior Series S, which they must keep support for as the small Xbox player base is known to have very little money for gaming.
Hold it!
You do realize that the PlayStation 5 is around the same power as the Xbox Series S, right? So if it's 30 FPS on Xbox, then it'll be 30 FPS on your precious PlayStation. And yes, they would allow it to release at that current performance. Did you forget about Forspoken?
Oh, hell no!
I've also seen people say Final Fantasy 16 is great, but the performance is kinda meh. And so on the last point, you're just poor shaming people. That's not really an argument, so we're gonna have to move on.
This would ultimately be good for everyone and not just Sony, as they have a history of investing in first-party studios. And it could use its financial resources to make Bethesda games even better while forcing them to actually be good. Additionally, Sony has a strong track record of marketing and promoting its games, which could help Bethesda games reach a wider audience and grow the PlayStation player count. Everyone agrees with me on this, and if you don't, look at yourself. You're the reason AAA games have such low quality. Because you worship a company who doesn't care about quality of content they publish.
Why the fuck you lying?
Making this a PS5 exclusive would not be good for everyone. It would only be good for PlayStation fanboys so they can dangle this game in front of other people. Also, you said you could use their financial resources to make Bethesda games better. There's just one teeny tiny problem with that. Microsoft has far more financial resources than Sony currently has. And it's clear as day not everybody agrees with you, as there's a reason why you only have 3,457 signatures.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt!
How sad of a human being do you have to be to sign this? I think the person who needs to look at themselves are you and the people that sign this. You claim people who don't agree with this are worshipping a company, but you need to look in the mirror. This petition is literally you sucking off Sony.
Signing this petition is just the start. We need to go out and protest at GameStops and Walmarts on Starfield's release date. We need to submit legislation to our local representatives to force Microsoft to comply. We need to go out en masse and stop people from buying copies in launch date. Even better, go online and report every video you see praising Starfield until we make it exclusive for us and only us. YouTubers like Mr. Matty Plays Bad Games, Review Fat USA, Lemon Juice, Fratanga Complains, and the Young Turds need to all be canceled immediately. If you're a true gamer, you will support this and sign. I don't need trolls coming here to complain that we actually care about gaming.
That's cap! That's cap! That's cap!
And I don't care how many of you come to insult me. Cry, cope, sieve, and mauled, Xbox. But my points are valid and true.
Yes, please go to GameStop and Walmart and protest. Please. Do you know how good of a video that would be if PlayStation fanboys actually did that? I would love to see you go out en masse to try and stop people. That would be so funny. Not to mention I would be able to make a video out of that. But hey, if you want more Starfield salt, make sure to check out my Amazing Lucas video. And if you made it this far, you're the best. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. Catch you next time.